one of the things I like for you to do is track how much you're spending. You want to pull your bank statements, you want to pull your credit card statements, but an easy way to do it is set a text or an email alert. So first, you should get an alert whenever you make a transaction, but the other thing is it alerts you about fees, and a big one is these guys' overdraft fees. Because let's say that what happens, there's something called transaction reordering that we want to talk about. So you wake up this morning, you have $100 left in your checking account, and you say, hey, I'm going to go out and buy my morning latte, then I'm going to go get groceries for 70 bucks, and then I'm going to put gas in the tank. You're getting paid tomorrow, you're not concerned, but you forgot that your gym membership hits today, and that's $50. So boom, you've gone overdraft. Now, typically, that's a one-time fee of $35, but what can happen is the bank can actually change the order from chronological to largest to smallest on your transactions. So now what's going to happen is it's going to say, first you bought groceries, then the gym, then the gas, then morning latte, and now you've got 3 overdraft charges in a single day.
Wow.
I know what your question
is. That is tricky, nasty business.
And technically, under federal law, it is legal. Your state might regulate it, but it is technically legal. So what I want you to do, first, have those alerts. Keep an eye if this happens to you. If it does, call your bank, see if you can get it reversed.
Right.
The other thing is shop around. See if maybe there's another bank that doesn't do this.
No fees or less fees.
Yes. And the other thing, too, with those monitoring is fraud. And I don't know about you. Oh. I have been hit with some brutal fraud.
So many times?
Yes.
So many times. I've had to change my I try and just use a card that I have to pay off every month. I have had to change it as many as 3 times in 1 year.
That's a lot. I had $600 stolen out of my checking account because my debit card went and had some fraud on it. But the big thing is you have to alert them immediately.
That's
you
right.
have about 48 hours, 2 business days to let them know. Otherwise, you could be liable for $500 of those fraudulent charges. And then after that, if you wait more than 60 days, you could be liable for all of it. So I want you to let them know ASAP.
Immediately.
And that's why you want to get those alerts, is because you're like, excuse me, I am actually nothing.
All right, let's talk about debt. Moving into debt.
Now, I'm sure a lot of us, or all of us, probably familiar with the credit score, so that's kind of a number that we talk about a lot. But another important one is the debt-to-income ratio, or DTI. And this formula is monthly, now I have to write all pretty on the board, monthly debt, and you're going to divide that by your monthly gross income. And then, my mom will be so sad about this penmanship, times by 100 to get that nice percentage. And why this matters is because it actually really gives you a sense of how much more debt, if any, you could handle. Now, the way to think about it is if it comes out at 20% or less, you're doing pretty well. And what these numbers represent, so this monthly debt is not your total debt, it's that monthly mortgage payment, that auto loan, the student loan.
It's literally going out of your house per month.
Yes, and this is actually your monthly gross income, so before taxes, before health care, before retirement contributions. Now, if that number's under 20%, it's kind of like having a 700 credit score. You're looking good.
You're looking
the lenders like you.
You're looking good in your bikini.
Yes, and if we're at 40% or higher, well, it might be a little bit of a red flag. Maybe you want to do that workout we saw earlier. So that's something that you want to consider.
That's great, because so many people do think just credit score. They don't even know about this.
And lenders care a lot about that. Of course, your credit score is important, but this is important, too.
Well, there's so many commercials now. I feel like the awareness of people that help you for free, different apps and things that help you with the credit score. This one is one that's so important to just your mental well-being, right?
It is.
Just like we were saying with the physical workout, being financially sound is a huge mental load off. It changes your health. It changes your relationships, right?
It does. And
you and your husband don't fight about finance because you're keeping on top of it.
Well, listen, sometimes we have our kerfuffles. Everybody does. We're not perfect. But the important thing is we communicate about it and we touch base about it on a very regular basis.
It lifts a big burden
really
to stay on top of it.
It does.
Good job. Excellent work in the field.